viewers to give me likes if they like the session, and please ask your queries in the comment box given below to make the session more interactive. And I will try to answer the queries during the session. If due to time constraint I won't be able to answer the queries during the session, I would definitely give the answers after the session. So let's start the session. Well, if I just consider the self-management or self-management diary, so the most fulfilling path to success and personal fulfillment comes through the pursuit of your own self-development. That means the successful people, they happy and they immerse themselves in self-development and a deep interest in life and relationships through self-exploration. They remain open, curious and passionate about their self-education and improvement. They hold the belief that they can only learn if they are willing to risk themselves personally and professionally. So as I'm just discussing regarding this, hi, good morning Chandu Yadav. So many of the participants are joining. Thank you. So now, as through life experiences, good or bad, you become able to ready and to be proactive in all your efforts and challenges and success. So you choose to no longer wait for success or happiness or success. You got out and make it happen. So that is the power of self-development. And making it a commitment to your own development is the first step on the path to live your personal legend. Hi, Raj Chetan Verma. Hi, Chandu Yadav. Lots of viewers are joining. Good morning. So we have just started the session, Self-Management Diary. Hi, Akhil. Good morning. So now, let's start with this particular thing, how we can just do self-management diary. But before making the self-management diary, let us understand there are some attributes of self-management. So before going forwards towards getting the things done in the self-management diary, professionally, for your self-management, let's have a look at some points that are required for your self-development. The first is sense of self. Yes, sense of self. What does that mean? Well, self-improvement, if I talk about, it begins with a keen awareness of who you are. That means your values, your beliefs, and the largest purpose you wish to pursue. That means the true satisfaction, if I talk about, it can only manifest from chasing your own dreams. Life, people, business, it can be hard and insensitive too. So remind yourself that you are more than the sum total of others people's opinions and continue to pursuing what is meaningful to you. So that means just believe in yourself. Believe in your values, believe in your beliefs. That is the sense of self. Now, the second point is very important. That is sense of curiosity. Curiosity is the mother of invention. How? Well, to live successfully, be endlessly curious about all the possibilities your future holds. That means it is important to have, a thirst for your advancement and for your adventure. That means curiosity inspires you to push through the unusually painful trials and errors in your life, in your business, wherever you are leading. So this type of resiliency is an acquired self-discipline which teaches you cast your fears aside, bringing you to the fullest experience of the adventure success that can bring. So that means without a sense of curiosity, it is impossible to grow. So have curiosity, just be curious, have curiosity in your mind, anything that you want to do. So the first point that I discussed, that was sense of yourself, and after that, sense of curiosity for your self-management. And the third point that I want to discuss with you is sense of direction. Now, what does that mean? See, the more you develop yourself, the more pristine you become in achieving what you want. That means this clarity, that means it makes decision making easier because having a direction improves your ability to prioritize. This is very important. If I consider my example, where I'm working right now at Safe Express Private Limited, it's, one of my colleague, my senior, recently he has joined this organization. He always says to us, try to prioritize the things. We have lots of things in our mind. We cannot do all the things together. So if we are having the good sense of direction, if we want to know how to prioritize the things, we can prioritize the things. So that means when you know which objectives are important in the short term and which are necessary for your long term. This is a very good thing for you. That means you are having a sense of direction. With a sense of direction, you become focused and effective. Now, the next point. 3 points I have discussed so far because lots of my viewers are joining right now. The first point I discussed was sense of oneself. The second point that I discussed, sense of curiosity. And the third point, sense of direction for good self-management. And now the fourth point that I want to discuss with you people, that is sense of follow-through. That means knowing what you want to achieve makes it easier for you to see the benefits of taking action. Action is very important. A great saint has already said that an action should reflect. Now, how? Even when the tasks at hand are not enjoyable, that means seeing the benefits of following through on them will make it easier to motivate yourself into taking the necessary actions to achieve your set goals. That means there is much truth in the saying, when there is a will, there is a way. Now, for example, recently, if I want to just take the examples, one of my boss, he gave me, because I deal with lots of clients, he gave me a particular assignment. I was not very much keen to that particular assignment because that assignment was not of my taste. It's because I want to give these types of motivation sessions to you people, but that particular assignment was quite a mathematical and logical assignment. So when I had a sense of oneself, sense of myself, I had developed the curiosity because of the teamwork in me. Then I got the sense of direction, and right now I have accomplished that particular project. So that means when you are having a good sense of direction, you can achieve anything like that. Take an example of your own childhood. Earlier, when you had a particular task to learn, let's say ABC, because we, as per psychology, says that we just start our life from early childhood. In fact, before early childhood also there is an infant age. Now after the infancy, there is the early childhood, then the childhood, post childhood, teenage, maturity, and the decline of that particular person. So you learn one by one thing, but when you have curiosity in your mind, it inspires you to learn the things. So if you want to go for the self-management, curiosity is very much required. If you have curiosity, then definitely you can grow. Nobody can stop you. So now after curiosity, you should have the sense of direction. That means the more you develop yourself, the more pristine you become in achieving what you want. That means the clarity, it makes decision making easier because having a direction, it improves your ability to prioritize. That means you know which objective are important in the short term as well as which objective is important in the long term. So with a sense of direction, you become really focused and really effective. Now after that, sense of follow through. That means knowing what you want to achieve, that makes easier for you to see the benefits, that what kind of action you want to take in the future. That means whatever the task you have, as I discussed my task, that was not of my taste. If it is not enjoyable, then it is okay. Then also just concentrate on that particular, project. Whatever the project, your boss has given it to you, whatever the assignment, your teacher has given it to you, have curiosity, have sense of direction, then the benefits of following on them will make it easier to motivate you into taking the necessary actions to accomplish your particular project. So that means you have to be sense of follow through. Now after that, sense of urgency, which is very important. Let's take an example. If my boss has given me a particular PowerPoint presentation to make, but I'm just busy while doing other stuff. I'm busy while doing other kind of work. And it's okay, my boss haven't given me the deadline, but then also I'm busy while doing other work. Sometimes I just take the time, I just try to start while doing with that particular PowerPoint or presentation. Most of you will believe that I won't be able to complete that particular project in the given deadline. Although the deadline hasn't been given to me by my boss, but then also I won't be able to complete it. And when my boss will ask me what happened to that particular PowerPoint presentation, I won't be able to give the right answer because I haven't made a deadline in my mind. So it's very important when you are making that particular deadline in your mind, definitely you can get the sense of urgency, because a sense of urgency always drives inspiration in your mind. which is absolutely important. And urgency, it creates the mindset to work as if your life depends upon it, especially if you have a fewer resources than others. If you don't have the resources, it's okay. But if you have the sense of urgency, you will create a mindset to gather that particular resources and you will start working out of that. Now, when you are the underdog, you will definitely dig deep inside yourself for the advances you need in order to thrive. Now, after that, sense of resiliences. Now, what is resiliency? It's, if I just consider the verbal meaning of this particular word resiliency, that means the power of mind to come out of that particular any bad situation. So that is resiliency. That means there will be tough times in life, in business, everywhere we just face the tough times. If I consider this particular COVID-19, so definitely we are facing the tough times. But if we have the sense of resiliency to come out of this particular phase, then all the fears will be gone. So that means if there will be tough times in life, in business, and when tough time occurs, you need the skills and attributes to deal it effectively with them. That means the personal development cannot prevent all bad things from occurring, but it helps you deal with obstacles as they surface, as they comes. You have that particular power, you get that particular power, the skills to just deal with all these particular negative aspects. So resiliency teaches you never to view any challenge as the end of the world. Because right now, if I consider this particular COVID-19 stage, lots of people, they have lost their mental balance. Lots of news we read in the newspaper, lots of news we visualize in the television, that everything is coming to us, that people are psychologically affected by this COVID-19 stage because of the lockdown period. Lots of people have lost their jobs, they have become unemployed, they are not able to concentrate on the new work, that because this stage is a new normal stage, and this particular new normal stage, we have to understand that nothing is going to be like us. Let's take an example, simple example. Let's forget about COVID-19. If there is sunlight is coming to us, what can we do? We can take a shadow, we can go under the shadow, but weather is not going to change for us. We have to adopt that particular weather. We have to change according to that particular weather. So that is the power of resiliency. It teaches you never to view any challenge as the end of the world. It allows you the patience, awareness, and fortitude to continue moving forward, even if that means completely changing course. So that is resiliency. Now, the next is sense of connectedness, which is very important. That means relationships can be double-edged swords. That means they either lift you up or drag you down. They either bring you closer to your goals or push you further away when you improve your personal development. That means when you are better able to see which relationships and partnerships are worth investing and which you need to cut loose. This is very important, because it's been said by a very big saying that the company which we keep, we are always influenced. That means we are always influenced by the company which we keep. It's up to you. The sense of connectedness should be there. So that means this type of self-awareness gives you the skill to make the best of the relationships which have a positive impact on your life, your business, and your overall success. So now what I want to just say, simple things. These are the attributes of self-management. Now I think that you are able to make your self-management diary. Now for making the self-management diary, this is one very important task, that you should concentrate on the time management skills, because without time management skills, you won't be able to maintain your own self-management diary that I need to do, that you need to do. For example, when we come in the office, how we make the self-management diary. If we are coming in the office and we are making the self-management diary of that particular day, on the same day, then you would be able to achieve the targets, but only 50%. But if you are making your self-management diary before you are coming to the office at your home, especially yesterday in the night or you in the early in the morning, you just make your targets, the things to do, then definitely you will be able to achieve your targets better than that. So that means it increases your productivity. But how? Because ideas they move in our mind. Lots of things just go on concurrently in our mind, and you need to break them into the actionable work items, which is very important. That means whatever you are having in your mind, you need to record it externally and then just break it down into the actionable work items. Because even being in a situation, what you need to do, what you are agreed to do, which is very important, because our brain, it has a capacity. It cannot store all the things, simultaneously all together. We need to understand this thing, that we need to record that particular things that you want to do anywhere in the notebook. You can take help of any personal digital assistant. You can take help of any task management software from any the Google Play Store. You can download. There are lots of application for the task management, so you can just do like that. Now after that, when the brain is having the capacity, you are noting the things down, you're recording the things down, then multiple programs just go on in your mind, just like a computer, just like a laptop. Now what you need to do, you need a free mental space to fully engage what you are doing. That means what is presently effective and creative for you. So I want to just discuss some steps with you that can help you, really help you out, when you can just collect the things. But how you will collect the things, whatever just going on in your mind, just capture the things, collect it, what actually has your attention. And for collecting the things, if you are physically writing the things, you can just simply use a tray. You can use any digital device to capture 100% of everything that has your attention. Might be it's small, it's a big thing, it's a personal, whether it's professional, just collect all the things right now. Don't think it that, this is professional thing, this is personal thing, what I need to do right now. Just collect all the things at once. All do projects. That means the things that you want to do right now, just collect all the things you want to handle, you want to finish. Just take a just 2 minutes exercise in your mind. First of all, collect all the things. As you wake up in the morning, collect all the things in your mind. If you want to write it down, just record all the things. Now after the first step, when you have captured all the things, just try to clarify in your mind now what process you want to adopt. That means how. Take everything that you have captured and ask yourself, all these things are actionable? Can I complete all the things? If the answer comes from your soul that no, these things I cannot do right now, so just trash it. If you have written it on the paper, physically in the tray, just take out that particular paper and tear that particular paper and throw it into the dustbin. If you think that thing you can do after some time, then it is fine. Just defer it for particular some time. Keep it aside for the next day or the timetable that you have made so far according to you. Now, that means for the later review, you can just take the things. Now, another answer, if it comes, yes, these are the things that I can do, then simply decide the next action, very action that is acquired. That means if it will take less than 2 minutes, do it right now. If not, then just simply delegate yourself how and when you can do the things, and do it as soon as you can. Simply, if there is a multiple step outcome, then just simply identify that particular project. Fine. Now, after when you have captured the things, you have clarified the things, simply just organize all the things. That means put it where it belongs. Suppose, for example, in my organization, how I try to do the work, if I have to deal with lots of stakeholders in the particular projects. So now how I do the things, I simply go on the things with that particular stakeholders, the project that I'm doing. I just simply maintain an Excel file. In the Excel file, I write the client name, the project name, then the second client name, the project name, and under that particular project name, the subtopics, now what my action task would be there. So now likewise organize the things. Create the action list. This is very important. If you are not creating the action list, if you are just simply taking the task, then definitely it's not going to be very fruitful and be very cooperative for you. So now just sort them into categories if it makes sense. For example, I need to make some calls to my clients, to my salesperson, to my customers. So just try to organize that particular numbers with a client name, everything like that. And Just if you want to just send some emails, just write the task, then create the project list to hold multiple step outcomes as you want. Now again, first step I discussed, capture, then you need to clarify the things, then to organize the things. Now after organizing the things, you need to do frequently review, which is very important, because now you have come out from the step that what you not need to do, you have come out of the step what you need to do. So now it is very much required, review your things frequently. That means look over your list as often as necessary to determine what to do next, which is very important. So do a weekly review to clean up and update your list and regain the focus. This is a very, very major point. And the last thing is, when you have, review all the things, so just simply do the things. Whatever the negativity comes in your mind, just keep it aside. Simply start doing the things. Use your trusted system to take appropriate actions with confidence, which is very much required. So that's the thing that you want to do. Lots of my viewers are joining right now, so I just want to take a very little summary what we have discussed so far. We have started from making the self-management diary. We started with that particular topic with the attributes of self-management. In the attributes of self-management, we discussed the sense of self. That means before making your projects action to-do list, just try to think who you are. Just try to think your awareness, your values, your beliefs, and the larger purpose you wish to pursue. Because the true satisfaction can only manifest from chasing your own dreams. Now, after getting the sense of self, we discussed the sense of curiosity. In the sense of curiosity, you need to live successfully. Be endlessly curious about all the possibilities your future holds. Because it is very important, to have a thirst for your advancement and for your adventure, because curiosity only inspires you to push through the unusually painful trials and errors in your life and in your business where you are leading right now. Because this type of resiliency is actually required self-discipline and teaches you to cast your futures, your fear aside, and bringing you to the fullest experience of the adventure, success that can bring to you. Because without the sense of curiosity, it's impossible to grow. Then I discussed, after this thing, I discussed sense of direction. In the sense of direction, because now you have the sense of oneself. After that, you have got the sense of curiosity. Now in the sense of direction, the more you develop yourself, the more pristine you become in achieving whatever you want. That means this clarity makes decision making easier, because having a direction improves your ability to prioritize, and you know which objectives are important in the short term and which are necessary for your long term. So with a sense of direction, you become focused and effective. Now after that, it becomes the sense of follow through. Now how the sense of follow through comes? Because already you have got the sense of direction. Knowing what you want to achieve makes it easier for you to see the benefits of taking action. Even when the tasks at hand are not enjoyable, seeing the benefits of following through on them will make it easier to motivate yourself into taking the necessary actions and to achieve your set goals. Whatever you have, set goals in your mind, you can achieve it when you have the sense of follow through. So there is much truth in saying that where there is a will, there is a way. Now, after when you have got the sense of follow through, I discussed sense of urgency. How sense of urgency? Because it drives inspiration in you. It creates the mindset to work. If your life depends upon it, especially if you have fewer resources than others, that I discussed so far. Because whenever you are not having sense of urgency, you simply say that I'm just following it through. But nothing you would be able to do. It's just a procrastination of that particular work. Nothing else, just a procrastination. So sense of urgency is actually required to accomplish your targets. Then I discussed sense of resiliency, because there will be tough times in life and business. I discussed the COVID-19 stage earlier, that how people are getting affected physically, not physically, I would say mentally, emotionally, due to this particular lockdown period. But if you are having the sense of resiliency, tough times, when these tough times occur, you need the skills and attributes to deal effectively with them, because personal development cannot prevent all the bad things from occurring, but it helps you to deal with obstacles as they surface. And resiliency, it teaches you never to view any challenge as the end of the world. It allows you the patience, the awareness, and fortitude to continue moving forward, even if that means completely changing course. Then I discussed the sense of connectedness. As I said, that relationships can be double-edged swords. How? They either lift you up or drag you down. They either bring you closer to your goals or push you further away. How? When you improve your personal development, you are better able to see which relationships and partnerships are worth investing in and which you need to cut loose, which is very important. Because I discussed the other quotation to you, that there is said by a very famous saint, we are always influenced by the company which we keep. So what kind of company you are keeping, how relationships can make bonding, this is up to you only, because your attitude is up to you. So this is sense of connectedness, because this type of self-awareness gives you the skill to make the best of the relationship, which have a positive impact in your life and in your business and for your overall success. And after that, I discussed some points that now for the self-management skills, now you need to maintain the self-management diary. How you can maintain the self-management diary? You can maintain the self-management diary while noting down the points externally, whatever you have got in your mind. Just wake up in the morning, whatever the things that you are getting in your mind, just note it down. You can note it down on the piece of paper. You can note it down in the task management softwares. You can download it from the Play Store. Just start noting it down the things, because our brain is actually having the capacity. It cannot store all the things. Our brain is just works according to the deadlock situation, as it is in the operating system. Whatever the priority comes first, our mind picks that particular thought first. So everything cannot be stored in our mind simultaneously. So try to have this particular habit. Note down the things so far, and after noting down the things, just try to capture whatever you have got in your mind currently. And after that, clarify the things. What are the future actions you want to take? For taking the future actions, organize the things, and after organizing the things, just review the things, because without reviewing the things, you won't be able to just carry on with the things, because looks over your list as often as necessary to determine what to do next, and do a weekly review to clean up, update your list, and just regain focus, which is very important. And after that, lastly, whatever you have gained, whatever you have thought, just simply do the things. Use your trusted systems, whatever the trusted systems you have, whether you have noted down in a diary the task that you have done. Try to make the three things: current tasks, completed tasks, and in progress tasks, which is very important. The current task, keep it right now. The completed task, cut that particular task that you have already done. And the in progress task, which is very important, highlight them, because start taking the review of that particular in progress task, which is very, very important for you. Now, at last, I want to say that to sum up that particular session, please try to maintain the self-management diary. And we cannot take control of this particular thing, because our thoughts comes concurrently in our mind, automatically in our mind. Record them, all the things, capture all the things, and just try to keep the things in that particular mode. So that's it from my side. Now, if you have, yes, okay, yes, okay, okay. Patyal, Mr. Patyal is asking a particular question. Okay, fine. Devesh is asking a particular question. Okay, yes. I mean, you can take that particular self-management diary after taking your self-management skills, whatever the skills that you have got in your mind. Just try to make that particular self-management diary according to your convenience. Well, no, we can't control, ideally. Okay, this is a question by Mr. Ankit. Can we control thoughts and ideas? And if not, then how should I manage them? Okay, fine. No, we can't control, ideally. But if we keep recording, we can make best out of them. That we can do, definitely. Okay, Mr. Rajesh. Okay, Mr. Rajesh is asking a question. How I can engage myself the things that I have recorded so far. Okay, fine. See, when you have recorded that particular things, just try to just do the things. That's an engagement. I mean, it doesn't mean that, I mean, you have recorded that particular things and you are not doing that particular things. Then it would be the wastage of the time. I must not say this thing like that, but actually it is. Just think the situation when I have noted it down, I have to go for Masters in Business Administration. I am taking the CAT, I'm just going for the CAT exams. But actually I am not preparing for it, and as well as when I have prepared for it, I am not, going to appear in this particular exam. Then what is the benefit of that particular exam? Exams would be beneficial for others who are appearing in this exam. So it's very important, if you have created, if you have planned something for yourself, then just go for that particular thing, engage yourself in that particular thing. Okay, thank you, Ankiji, thank you very much. So that's it from my side. Lastly, I just want to say that if you have liked this particular session, please give me likes, and if you have some other queries, so please ask me the queries. And after the session also, if I will get your queries, I will definitely answer it. So please, thank you very much. Have a nice day and stay safe. Thank you. Thank you.